It's a brand new month, which means a brand new collection drop. And today we get to take a closer look at March's curated collection. All right, we have a crazy collection for the month of March. Everything from Vacheron, Patek, AP, to crazy tropical and double-signed Rolexes, and as always, a handful of very affordable and beautiful vintage watches for you guys. I can't take a deep dive and a close look at each and every watch in today's video, but I'll try to highlight a few of my personal favorites, and then we'll talk about the really nice affordable options that we have for this month. I guess we'll start with the Holy Trinity. We'll talk about Patek this time around. This is a beautiful white gold Patek Philippe Calatrava. This one with a white dial and Breguet numerals. It's a fantastic Calatrava in my opinion. It wears so nice. This is the reference 5022G. White gold, classic white dial. We paired it on this very nice light tan glazed alligator strap. This is a super dressy yet casual Calatrava. So versatile. I think it's a perfect option from one of the lesser known references from the Calatrava lineup. Next to it, we do have a 3998J in yellow gold. This is a more sporty look on the Calatrava, but for me, it's that white gold Breguet numeral that really gets my attention. Next, we can take a look at Audemars Piguet, a handful of beautiful ultra slims. We have a Disco Volante. AP is always a fantastic value proposition for these under $10,000 dress watches. But I do want to talk about Cartier. As you can see, we have a classic quartz Cartier tank, but this one has factory pave diamonds all throughout the case sides and including a faceted crown. So beautiful. This one is a complete set and it even comes with its original buckle. This one is paired with our baby blue small scale alligator, which I think is perfect for a watch as elegant as this. Next to it, a couple of Musta Cartiers, the affordable options for a Cartier tank. You can never go wrong. And we have two beautiful examples, one in silver and one in yellow gold. Two totally different dials, but both amazing options. Next, we'll talk about Rolex. There's a handful here, including a double-signed Thunderbird, but the two that caught my attention from this month's drop is a 1601 with a tropical gilt dial. This is a beautiful version of the 1601. I personally love the Pi Pan dial Datejust. I think they bring some serious value to the market. But when you see a watch like this with very unique tropical patina and the gilt dial, you just can't beat it. And next to it is just as good. This time we have a 16610 Submariner. This is a classic and very affordable neo-vintage sub. This one comes with its original box and papers, a very sharp case, but the kicker here is the bezel. This black bezel has faded into a perfect navy blue color. It's such a fun feel to have this navy blue insert, such a rare version of patina that we find with neo-vintage Rolex, and this one is a perfect example of one that is still in phenomenal condition with its original box and papers, and a little bit of patina is so cool to see. Next to the Rolexes, we do have an amazing Tudor and Omega. These are fairly affordable options when it comes to two very important brands. The Tudor is a Submariner, but in 36 millimeters, which sounds ridiculous, but it wears so nice. If you haven't tried one on, I would totally look into it. And next to it is a racing yellow Speedmaster reduced, a very rare version of the Speedmaster matte yellow dial with gloss black chronograph registers. Beautiful watches, but the oddballs that I want to talk about out of this collection are going to be two right here. This is a Piaget Altiplano. Nothing special, mechanical, manually wound movement, ultra slim dress watch. You find a lot of these in white gold and yellow gold. You can even find them with lapis and other stone dials. This one looks like a simple example maybe in steel or white gold, but this is a very rare crosshair dial with a solid platinum case. Unpolished. If you take a closer look at the case, it has very thin chamfers on the lugs and the bezel. It's a very rare watch. I've never seen anything like it, so to have this one in hand is pretty special. And next to the Piaget is just as cool. This is a limited edition solid gold Dunhill. As you can see, it has Breguet numerals and Breguet blued hands. But the best part is when you pop open that officer's case back, you can see the modified skeleton ETA movement, a beautiful mechanical movement, which also has the Dunhill logo and the limited edition number engraved on the gear. I think this is such a beautiful watch. So underappreciated. It is a pretty heavy watch in solid gold with this solid gold officer's case back. It's mechanical. You just can't beat it. We do have some funky stuff when it comes to this under $1,500 range of vintage watches that I always try to find for you guys. We have two Omegas, a Zodiac, and a crazy Favre-Leuba. The first one is the Zodiac everybody wants. It's a Bakelite bezel Sea Wolf with its original stretch oyster riveted bracelet. The condition on this one is so good. I think everyone should be able to wear a Zodiac Sea Wolf and experience it for themselves because they're such amazing watches. And next to the Zodiac are two Omegas. We sold last month's Chubby cased Seamaster very quick. This one is even more special with its beautiful Piguet numeral dial, sub-second, and it's very clean original beads of rice bracelet. The condition on this is so good, it puts my personal one to shame. I will always recommend to any client who is looking to get into vintage watches to start with an Omega Seamaster like this. The case is really thick and sporty, but you put it on a leather strap and it's such a versatile watch. And if you have it on an original beads of rice bracelet like this, it just makes the watch so much more fun to wear. Gives it a real like Datejust or Rolex Oyster Perpetual feel, but for such an affordable price. For under $2,000, I don't think you can beat it with an original beads of rice bracelet and a crazy Omega Seamaster next to it. This is a blue tropical dial Cosmic. This one is so much more sporty. It's so much more chunky, very 70s. And as you can see, this blue dial has started turning gold with this crazy speckling, a very unique dial in beautiful unpolished condition. This is just for somebody who wants something a little more funky. But if this isn't crazy enough, check this out. This is a new old stock, unworn Favre-Leuba with a TV case that is asymmetrical. It is such a cool watch. You can see the original caseback seal on the caseback. Its original Favre-Leuba hang tag on the original strap and buckle. This is a manually wound movement. When I got this watch in, I was debating for a while, should I keep it for my own collection? Because it is such a beautiful watch. So if this gets listed right away and is marked sold, you guys know why. I think this would be an amazing watch to wear to a watch event or to any event as a conversation starter for a very affordable price, under $1,000 for such a unique and beautiful watch. And that is this month's watch collection. I would have loved to get a deeper and closer look at all these pieces because they are all amazing. Solid gold IWCs, so many ultra slims, two Vacheron 1972s, such amazing Datejust, and more. We can't do it all, but you guys can check them out over at huntingtoncompany.com, where we've taken some of the most beautiful photography and done some of the best write-ups so you guys can really learn and understand these amazing vintage and neo-vintage watches. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comments below or reach out to us on Instagram or on our website via email. I'll be happy to personally respond to any questions you guys have. As always, if you end up purchasing one of these watches, I can promise you they will not disappoint.